Now, Socrates in his argument thinks that one of these is better than the other, okay? Now, which one is it? And to let the spoiler out, okay, he is going to say that A, he believes, is the better choice, and he is going to say no to B. And he has two arguments, okay? As we'll see, one argument is specifically against B. It says this is why this is a really bad argument, okay? And then he has a positive argument, where he's saying this is why this is a good argument. So he has a negative argument and a positive to try to support A. So let's start with how Socrates thinks of it, and let's talk about argument B. Why not B? Why is that the worst choice? Okay? Why not B? Question mark here. Now, one other thing we want to be sure is that Euthyphro tries to go for B first, okay? And then Socrates begins to argue against him, and eventually he's pushed back to A, and this is why, okay? Now, why not B? And the reason is that Socrates claims that if B was the case, that piety was dependent on the gods, that would make piety arbitrary. Okay, now if you guys don't know what arbitrary means, it's something along like meaningless. Okay? It says piety would therefore be meaningless. And so what does he mean that piety would be meaningless? Well, he goes, think about it, okay? There's no such thing as morality or piety before, okay, the gods come along. Then when the gods come along, they start deciding on what's pious and what isn't pious, okay? They go, well, I love that thing over there, that person being honest, I love it. That becomes now pious, okay? Then another person, the next thing you know, the gods get together and say, oh, you know those, that murderous action over there? We really hate that. Then it's impious. The problem is, though, what he's trying to say is that morality or piety, according to this, it is totally to the whim of the gods. If they want to, let's say today, the gods get together and go, you know what? Murder is wrong. It is wrong. But if tomorrow they get up and decide that murder is, they love it, okay, then murder becomes something good, okay? If today they think lying's wrong, but tomorrow they believe it's right, then it's right. Yesterday was wrong, today is right, okay? Also, if the gods want it just willy-nilly, okay, they come up with something like, you know, anyone who sleeps in a bed is immoral. We hate that. The moment they say that, it becomes immoral to sleep in the bed. We would all be immoral if we sleep in beds, okay? The point is that morality is arbitrary and meaningless if it is totally up to the whim of the gods. What Socrates is saying is when the gods say, I love it, or hate this, or hate that, love that, okay, they are making this choice, the word I like to say is willy-nilly, okay? They are making it willy-nilly, all right? They are making it without any reason whatsoever. It's like it just pops in their head and go, oh, this is wrong, oh, this is right, oh, this is wrong, okay? And Socrates goes, you know, morality and piety is not something that's arbitrary, not something that could just change on the whim of the gods, okay? This is something that cannot happen. Morality or piety is something that stays put, that always is the same, okay? It's not like murder was right yesterday and wrong today. Murder, it seems, would always be wrong. And for any good Greeks, and this is when you bring this argument to Euthyphro, any good Greek at this time definitely doesn't think that their morality is arbitrary. So immediately, Euthyphro is like, oh, maybe he's right, maybe A, okay? Now, there may be a counterexample to this, and I'm going to briefly bring it up, but I'm going to wait to the end to answer it. And someone will say, well, wait a minute. Gods never make any choice willy-nilly. They don't make it without reason or arbitrarily or meaninglessly, okay? The gods always have good reasons, all right? So what about if someone says that? The gods have good reasons, all right? We're going to put that exclamation. This would be a counter-argument, so we'll put CA for counter-argument here, all right? Now, I want to hold on to this because Socrates can answer this, and we'll see why this actually does not help us out here if we believe that B is really the case. We're going to show why, but let's hold on for a second. We'll come back to it. Let's talk about the positive argument for A. So, why not B, we've explained. So, why A? Okay? Now, what Socrates does is gives really good examples on why A. And so he asks Euthyphro, why do you love anything yourself? And of course, Euthyphro will have to say, well, because there's something about this thing I love. Think about it, okay? Why do some people love chocolate? Now, someone may say, like my mother will say, I just love chocolate just to love it, because I just love it, okay? But Socrates and myself would say, well, you know, it's not really, now in language we can say that, but what we really mean is there's something about chocolate that we love. There's something in it. Maybe it makes us feel good when we eat it. The taste of chocolate is sweet. It gives me kind of a caffeine rusher in some way. For other example, we could use like a rose. Why do we love roses? We may say, I love roses just to love it, okay? But what we really mean, there's something about the rose that we love. It smells nice. It looks nice. It comes back every year, so it reminds us of, I don't know, eternality or something, okay? The point being is, People love things because there's something about it that they love. Even for your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend, okay? They say, I love him just to love him, or love her just to love her. And there may be a case for that. But what Socrates wants to point out is there are certain things about that person that you love, okay? That they're nice, that they're handsome or beautiful, they're kind, on and on and on. There's something about the thing itself that you love, and that's why you love it. So what Socrates wants to point out is that A makes more sense when it comes to loving things, okay? The gods, it seems just like us, would love something about the action, something in it, something that's there that happens when someone commits a murder that makes them feel, oh, and hate it, or when someone is telling the truth that makes them go, oh, we love it. There's something in that action itself that makes it pious or moral, and the gods notice it. They pick up on it, and that is why they love it. They don't just love it to love it. There must be something about it they love, and that is what Socrates gives here, okay? So there is, okay, something put within piety. Within piety that the gods love. And just to help you remember we used example of a rose or chocolate, your spouse, okay? Just for examples there, all right? And Socrates says it makes more sense. So it would make more sense that the gods love piety because of something within it, okay? Now, so there's his negative argument. Why not B? The negative argument is, well, it would make piety arbitrary or meaningless, willy-nilly, okay? And then why A, here's positive argument is, it seems to make more sense that there be something within piety that the gods love. That's why anyone loves anything. Now for this really main counterexample, that someone would say, well, listen, it can be B because the gods never pick anything willy-nilly. They always have good reasons for it. But now I want to give you this really great argument, okay? And think about it. All right, if the gods have good reasons, so let's say it's B. B is the case, okay? They create morality. But the gods have good reasons for creating or loving whatever it is. Where do those good reasons come from? Now, if you think about it, if those good reasons come from within their minds, their heads, or their whatever it is for the gods that it have, okay, then it's still coming just from them. It's just like something pops in my head and goes, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that, or I want to do that, okay? It just pops up. It's still willy-nilly. It may be coming, it might be a reason back there, but they are making up the reason for it. It's just popping in their head. It cannot come from them, or it would be arbitrary or willy-nilly, okay? Now, if they're looking somewhere and the gods go, well, the good reasons are because look at how people act, or look at their emotional response when it happens. They're sad when this goes on, or they're happy when this occurs, or that action seems to make people feel much better, whatever it might be. If they're looking outside themselves to the action, they're finding the reasons within the action itself. Okay? The reasons doesn't come from them. It comes from something they are observing about the action. Perhaps in lying, when someone finds out about a lie, it makes them feel really awful. Okay? And so what the gods see is that, and then they go, you know what? That's wrong. But what's happening is, it is not a reason coming from with them. It is coming from something outside themselves. Something within piety is cluing them in that this is right or wrong. So if the gods have good reasons, it cannot be B. It must be A, because those reasons must come from outside themselves, within the action. If it's from them and created totally by them, it is totally arbitrary. There would be no reason for it. They must be looking somewhere else. Okay? And so this actual counterexample actually is another argument that resupports A. B literally means that gods pick morality arbitrarily for no rhyme or reason. A says they pick it or choose it because there is a good reason for it. Okay? So what we find out is A tends to be the better argument, at least the one Socrates and Euthyphro decide on. Now, the next question would be this. Well, if we decided it's A, awesome, great, it's A. Now, and we find out that there's something within piety that the gods love, the next question is, well, what the heck is that thing that they love? And as we see if you read the Euthyphro, they attempt to do it, and eventually Euthyphro gets pretty upset and just leaves, okay? And if you know anything about Socrates, his arguments tend to ever end, all right? But that is for another time, okay? And this ends the first part of the Euthyphro Dilemma. If you want to check out my second part, what I'm going to do is show how this dilemma is not something that just worked, almost 2,500 years ago and means nothing today. like studying Latin. We're doing it just for the sake of it. What I want to show you is that those who believe that morality is connected to God or the gods contemporarily, okay, such as maybe the Christian understanding of God, still fall into the same problem. And I'm going to show you this isn't something that just works back then. It works today and is still a major problem in philosophy. Okay? But that is for the next section. And as for now, this ends part 1 of the Euthyphro Dilemma. Thank you very much.